Chargers will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 35.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down, and 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's McCown, and that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
This returnable for Ayuk.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold to add the extra point. is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Very short kick. This now a hit and a loose football. Oh, good return up past the 30. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And this offense is running away with this one. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
16 yards, a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. McCown now on first down. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
It is good.
And he'll bang that one through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Mitch Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And that one will fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be 49er football.
We got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And
he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up, and now a hit and a loose football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Niners.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
come on, not fair.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down and goal to go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
And now look at him go. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the throw on second down by McCown falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And the 11.
Shotgun here for McCown. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Dances by him. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
McCown's pass.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning it in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back. After this. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, McCown got an open man. It's QT.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. And his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Through an opening, and there he goes.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
49ers.
fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And it's a fumble, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing now is McCown. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Ooh, with a juke. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of